Rivet athletes, happy Friday. We are hitting up another benchmark workout today. We're doing Helen, 3 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 21 kettlebell swings, and 12 pull-ups. We have relatively short runs. We have small sets. We only have 3 rounds. So we're looking to really push the intensity today, right? So this should have fast rounds, anywhere from 7 for our faster athletes all the way up to maybe 15 minutes. 7 to 15 minutes is kind of the range we're looking for today. Couple different strategies you can think of going into this. So first off, the goal is to get big sets, hopefully unbroken sets inside the gym, right? We got those 21 swings, we got the 12 pull-ups. Ideally, we're setting ourselves up to go unbroken on those, maybe 1 break at the absolute most, right? So that's our main goal today. As far as the runs go, if you are confident that you can go unbroken on the swings and the pull-ups, you're going to push the pace on the runs, right? You're going to go a little bit faster than you think you should. Remember, when we do benchmarks, we're always looking to try to get a little bit outside of our comfort zone, right? Because these are benchmark workouts. They measure our fitness. It's all part of our scientific theory, right? It's measurable and repeatable. Are we getting fitter? Let's hope so. So we really try to push it on benchmarks, and then we measure ourselves again in 6 months or a year later, see how we're doing. Anyway, back to the workout. So if you feel comfortable going unbroken on your swings and your pull-ups today, push the pace on the runs. If you're not quite so sure if you can go unbroken on the swings and the pull-ups, dial back the pace on the runs. I'm not saying go slow, but just dial it back a little bit. So you can come inside, you're not totally out of breath, you can get on those swings, you can get on those pull-ups, and again, we're shooting for unbroken sets on those, right? We're looking for 3 quick rounds. We're going to get aggressive. We're going to get out of that comfort zone, right? Push it hard on Helen. And then, as you'll see for our CrossFit athletes out there who want a little bit extra challenge, I have a version heavy Helen today, slightly longer run, slightly heavier kettlebell swings, and a slightly more challenging version of the pull-up with some chest to bar. So if you're feeling like you want a little extra spice in your workout today, choose heavy Helen. All right, a couple of coaching tips for us today. Let's focus on getting long, right? We're looking for long body positions on our swings and our pull-ups for maximum efficiency. If we're not careful, there can be some interference between those 2 movements, right? We can go from our swings to our pull-ups with burnout grip and burnout shoulders and burnout arms and going, oh man, I made a mistake. So let's try to avoid that. A couple things we're focused on. So first off, with our kettlebell swings, we want to reach those hips back long, right? You really want to load those hips. Remember, kettlebell swings, all that momentum, all that power comes from our hips, our glutes, our hamstrings, right? Our midline, right? We want to reach those hips back far. We want to have that kettlebell kind of actually behind the hips at the bottom. So you have that nice big drive, right? We really want all that power to come from that midline. So long on the reach, right? You notice my shins are staying vertical, a lot of hip action. Send those hips back. As we're going up overhead, right? We want to keep those arms long. It's very common to see people doing kettlebells with a slight bend in the elbows, right? Kind of like that. Maybe you're one of those people. This is not a good thing to do at any time, but especially today because you're going directly from these swings to the pull-ups. Now, if you're doing all your swings with the arms slightly bent, it puts a lot of tension on the forearms, puts a lot of tension on the biceps, and it burns this out. So when you go to your pull-ups, you're like, oh man, my grip's fatigued, my arms are fatigued. So let's keep those arms nice and long when we're doing our kettlebell swings. And then finally, last thing, the finished position of a kettlebell swing is a very long, fully extended and engaged position, right? You want to finish in a nice, tight, engaged position. So here at the top, right? You can't see my bell, but the bottom of the kettlebell is facing the ceiling. Arms are fully extended, shoulders are fully extended, belly's tight, butt's tight, and quads are squeezed, right? We're looking for this nice, engaged top position. And while we're at it, this is a really good spot to breathe in the kettlebell swing, right? So here, exhale, inhale, engage, and go right back. So right back behind, drive those hips forward, finish up in that nice long position. And then for those of you doing kipping pull-ups, again, long is our focus. That arch position, right? Our loaded position, right? We want to pull ourselves through and get to this big, long arch position, right? We want to be very engaged here, but you're leading through with the chest. We got the shoulder fully open and lower body is engaged, right? We've got that butt squeeze. We got the quad squeeze, right? We got it fully extended, tight leg, And this loads us up, right? We're stretching the rubber band. So we go into our hollow. And as we go into our hollow, we're making sure to keep the arms long until after we pop the hips. So again, if you're pulling too soon, you're going to burn out your arms. So as we go from that nice, tight, long, engaged arch, we lead with the feet first. Remember, we kick, right? And then we pop those hips. And then we wait for that moment of weightlessness. Then we pull, right? So keep those arms long until after you feel that float, right? You pop those hips hard. Feel that moment of weightlessness. Pull yourself over. So long is our focus today on the kettlebell swings and the pull-ups to minimize interference between those two movements, right? They're both very hip-driven, but we want to make sure we're not burning out our grip and upper body by doing them inefficiently. All right, that's all like this for I got for you today. Happy Friday, guys. Come in, get it done. Benchmark workout. You should hopefully never miss benchmark workout days because they're so important to tracking our fitness. All right, Morgan out. Have a good day.